Hey guys, Ballatw back with another VOD review. We are doing every single, well, not every single, trying to do every single week with some of the World Cup qualifiers. This time it's going to be a stacker of a lineup. Everybody watching live is going to get it all at the same time. You guys on YouTube are going to get it kind of staggered a little bit, just so that I have content while I'm traveling, and I will be traveling again. So we're going to start with Stompy and Tschinken. Let me actually do the lineup command real quick so I can remind myself. Stompy and Tschinken, 9 Rocks and Aqua, and then we're going to move into NA East, Saf and Zayt, Brush and Sizlucky, and Funk Bomb and Nate Hill. And then we're going to try to add some more depending on how much time we have left. But it's going to be fun, so make sure you click on to the next video. Like, subscribe, and do all the things on my social media, and use creator cod Ballatw or something like that. All right, let's do the thing. Boom. Yeah, first admire the beautiful drawing and then move on. People are asking me to like get rid of the UI here, but I don't know, like I need it to be able to like figure out where I'm going or like what to do, you know? All right, so we know Tschinken and Stompy drop Frosty. This is an interesting split right off the bat, landing up here. And it's cool. I like it. Not only do you get the opportunity to take shots at people, you get the baller. Let me switch to the color real quick. I think this color is a little bit more visible. Not only do you take the ability to take shots at people, you can see where everybody goes, which is very crucial. You can see Stompy's going straight for the hanger. So he's going to be able to tell Stompy what's going on around him and what he needs to do. But then Stompy can also take the baller and go out somewhere over here if he doesn't get completely 50-50. But you can see Frosty is very lit just because of the opportunities that you get from Frosty. Everybody knows Frosty is always going to be lit. Let me turn damage effects on stuff. I'm a little rusty, boys. A little rusty. Here we go. And then the baller, you can go wherever you want. You can meet up with your teammate. This is a good split. I like it a lot. This is a really cool set split that I would consider like controlling the entire tempo here in Frosty. It's very good. The chance though that you don't get a baller is pretty high, which is unfortunate because then that becomes really bad, honestly. I wonder if you could see the baller beforehand. Perfect. I mean, everybody knows exactly what happened there. That was a good boogie, and then waiting exactly until Tschinken gets there. Nice. All right, we're gonna skip ahead. Well, no, let's continue to watch the early game just because there's still being contested. So let's watch it. I wonder if you got information there, if you saw that the guy was up there, if you wanted to continue going. Regardless, like climbing that just for the little bit of information is good. You know how these guys are going to rotate. You can see that they don't have any mobility or anything like that, so. Oh my god, bro. What is that? You open 2 chests to get 2 rift to go, Stompy? Is that how you play, bro? Come on, man. That's ridiculous. That is so nuts. Bro. Okay, alright. I see it. Maybe we don't have to watch this mid-game. Oops. There you go. Like, are they set on loot? They're pretty happy. I'm wondering why they're spending the time to farm this all out when there's trees and stuff around. I don't know. That's a weird decision, especially because there's also more loot to be gained elsewhere. To be honest. They're really solid at these ball plays. Just like getting out, getting a few tags and whatever. Like we saw that last week. Dang, I might actually be able to just watch in 4 times this. This might actually not be terrible. Tell me if viewing this is a little nauseating or anything like this. But this is how I normally watch, like when I'm not reviewing. Nice. So boogies is something that you actually do need to pay attention to. You can tell Tschinken actually looted that and left the boogies there, or I'm not sure, maybe Stompy saw it earlier, but just remembering exactly where boogies are. Even like there's a few throwaway items where you're just like, whatever. Like you just, but it's important that you make sure you get as many as possible. Like he picked up some at the outpost. He's like, okay, let me go back and grab them. Actually, does he have boogies too? No, okay. It was weird how the stack was working here. I wonder if that path is often, well, we'll see. This is a question that I have, and we'll watch the rest of the games as well. But I wonder if that path that they get through from Frosty up this way, they grab that house. That house is fucking pog, by the way. Then to Greasy and this. I wonder if they get that a lot. Because I feel like this is not free often. Because people from a lot of places would kind of come here, and also rotating here in the first circle. It's surprising that was unlooted. To me, at least. Greasy being unlooted is pretty common because nobody actually wants to go there unless they have balls. Even though there are a lot of balls in the area, it feels like these balls here have been kind of confined to this area and chair and stuff like that, and maybe even this, where Frosty gets mostly this. But I don't know. I guess the balls do get here first. Even people playing from Shifty, the balls will probably get here first. Depends how long Frosty takes. So I bet you if Frosty takes too long for them, or they don't get optimal balls or whatever, I bet you they don't always get that. But we have seen this path twice or 3 times now from them, because remember we saw them come up here this one time as well in the last VOD review. So let's get back to it. This is a sick tree right here, a sick tree group. Look how much, look, they literally can't be shot except from like right here, but who the fuck is gonna shoot some balls in a tree from over there? Nobody can even tell that they're in here, to be honest. This tree group right here, you should actually pay, like, I know this is very fucking stupid, but they probably already know this. They probably already know this tree group. And I'm saying it's stupid because it's like, oh, why? Like we're at a point in the game where we have to worry about how to hide our ballers properly, but these pros are always thinking about it. Like which group of trees? This tree sucks. Maybe this group of trees is good. They have literally probably mapped it out. All right, come on, boys. Come on, circle, push them. Let me skip ahead a little. Just a little. Another thing to note is like they didn't go for max mats. They don't really care. Number one, they have 2 rift to goes. How's the heals on Tschinken? Okay, chug jug medkit, 6 impulses. You know, their loadout, their setup is okay, but they definitely didn't go for like, what is it? What did they not go for, metal? No, I guess they would have had max metal. I don't know. One of brick or metal. They don't have like crazy, or maybe they have just enough of each. But like they don't care, right? And I've seen this before. They didn't care about it. They got up to 100 builds. Left 500 or 500 materials somewhere, whether it's brick or metal, whatever the split is. They left that up for grabs. Let's watch this slower again. And just moved in. Just because they have what they need, they don't necessarily need max materials to get towards where they need to go. They know that this is a comfortable position for them. Everybody else would be way more happy to get more, but I think they're very comfortable making sure that they get an impact frag. I love this, by the way. This is really cool. If somebody decides to W key them, they're hiding behind this wall and they can both jump up at the same time. Shit, I would even maybe leave the wall open, right? Be like, hey guys, come on in. This is my base. Now come take my base. It's a free base. It's half brick, half metal, half wood. Like, fuck it, dude. Come take it. And then just hiding behind here and popping up. Surprise, motherfuckers. I wonder if that would work. It's interesting too, like they weren't looking for picks while they were doing it, only until the circle started, until the circle was revealed where they're starting to look for picks and getting this info about what is on the edge of zone. The other thing though is they don't have that much ammo because they haven't fought anybody mid-game or early game, so they're chilling. Plus they both have the balls, so there's a reason they're not really taking too many shots. Plus being low ground in a precarious position, not the best. That guy was getting kind of focused. Kind of focused. Oh, I love that. Oh, the other reason they don't care about their materials is they have balls, so they can last a lot longer. But it seems like, oh, that's smart. They're gonna rift and they're gonna break their balls. Nice. Again, still the materials is not that great. They just did a mat split now, 76 each. I mean, they could last. They could last if they're very, very good, and especially with the 2 Riftigos, it's good. But just goes to show you don't really need to be too worried about it. You do need materials, but you don't need to be crazy worried about it. All right, who pops off? Which one is it? Tschinken? No, not really. Tschinken gets the first kill. Okay, it's just them. Nice, being very aggressive right before the rift is good. Let me make sure that I watch this in 1 times. So just yoinking high ground with rifts, Omega. Wait, did they knock it down? I think they did. I'm gonna back up. This is why I'm not gonna fucking mess with that. Like, it's so annoying. The HUD, like, sorry guys, you're just gonna have to deal with the bar. I have to backtrack so much. So they did knock somebody down. Did they just rift again? I'm confused. Oh no, these are just his kills popping up. Just watch this again. What is that? Okay. What's up, Ash? Also, one thing to note there is they knew they were gonna rift, but they wanted to gatekeep. So let's say this is the gatekeeping box. This is where the zone is coming, right? They extended their box outwards a lot, just so that they had space to move and rift and watch with the gatekeeps. Because if they had to continue forward, then they don't have to build at all. They already are ready. They can just edit a window and go forward, right? So they already extended outwards because they knew they were going to come back and gatekeep. And then they rifted once they got the kill. That's nice. Okay. So did somebody knock high ground for them? Or what? Because I saw that rift up in the air. That's why I'm like wondering. They must have knocked it or something. Yeah. This guy, they can tell that this guy's going in redeploy by the way that he's building. So they just knock him out. Okay. He doesn't care. That's basically the equivalent of just rifting on high ground. I mean, Wait, that guy wasn't even redeploy. He rifted. Omega. I love their look. Their mat usage here is perfect, and they're building kind of their own little layers, but just one at a time. I don't know if they're going to be able to, like, if they're super comfortable like that, but where's Stompy? Okay, they're building one up, one below. This is getting really common. Now he's connecting. No, he goes up above, one more. Yeah, they just continue to do this. I mean, nobody's contesting him height at all. Finally, no. What are you doing, Scott? Come on, Super Holak. Come on, brother. Come on, Tschinken, you gotta hit those. Yeah, I need the hut, guys. I need it. So the circles like this, and they're building one going this way, one going this way, a lot. They've done this a lot, and that's actually so good. Like, if you really think about it, this makes it so hard for anybody to land on them properly, right? Because now, if somebody does full commit and lands on Tschinken, for example, Tschinken's over here, Stompy's over here, then sure, he might be able to yoink it, but this support is going to be amazing. The crossfire by Stompy here is going to be fantastic, right? So that's a great reason for going out on both sides. Very smart. They do have to worry about getting knocked down, so I'm curious about what their plan is for that. I guess they're not that high, and they're being very careful about who they're above and stuff like that. But still, very solid. Like, this is analogous to that strat that Tfue saw. Who was doing it? One of the qualifiers from East in the first week was really good. Stompy has 7 bullets. So yeah, you called that. Yeah, but you don't, like, it's still good because the person doesn't actually know that. If they want to land on Tschinken, they don't know that, right? They just see 2 people split. Not only also, you know that you think that the guy in the corner, one of these guys you think is solo, right? So you're going to go for it. But again, when you see the split high ground, you're almost certainly never going to try to contest that. Almost ever. And we can kind of already feel that. We can feel the results of that because nobody has dived on them. Not a single person dived on them. Yeah, Lenane and Tyler were the people who were doing the redeploy strat. Where they were layering with one person having redeploy and not worried. So basically they were super safe and they were actually baiting people to land on them. This is kind of the opposite, right? You don't want people to land on you here. I mean, you're basically making people not land on you just by splitting up because they have no idea what's going on. They just see 2 solos off on the side, and they also realize that it's going to be really hard for you to dive on one person. When you're grouped up, it's really easy to dive on you. Right? You can just box, you can zone one out really, really simply. And it's funny because they're saving mats by doing that because they don't need to, like, super heavy tarp. Because again, nobody's diving on them. How did he just fall? A baller or something? This strat gets even way stronger with redeploy, by the way, because the tarp can be even weaker. Man, even if you do this though, like, it doesn't matter. Like, cause you're on high ground and your teammate can back you up. Not worried about it at all. Again, this is something I saw Zayt and Saf do like a lot, is just building far ahead and kind of going on the sides and then coming back, and you give yourself a really good angle rather than staying right above, right? Because this guy placing the front wall is almost is the hardest one. That's why people, you know, you place and you edit and whatever, and oftentimes you don't even place that front wall. Yeah. See, easy shot when you get up ahead of somebody like that. This guy, like, his entire outplayed, outpinged. No way. Did he really get both? No, he didn't. No! Did he get both? And then, oh no, bro. Oh no. I want to go drone free. Please, let me through the builds. This is what I want. I wanted to click on one of them. Oh, they didn't get eat? No, okay, here we go. Did Stompy run out of builds? Here's the boogie. I get some, it's fleeters. Yeah, he's boogied too. Stompy dies. Oh, feels bad, bro. He has no builds, okay. Oh, was he trying to rift him? That would be pog. He has builds. Thank the Lord, baby. Thank the Lord. How do you not get the audio bug? If they glide, you get the audio bug, so you just skip the gliding. If they jump on a launch pad, you'll get the same thing though. As far as I know, maybe somebody has a fix that I don't know about. I mean, it's a good split. We talked a lot about splits in Benji's VOD review, but these guys taking this, like, I want blue as well. Like, they should be trying to split a little bit more, but this is pretty ballsy from Frenzer. And we talked a lot about how Clock Tower, I think Clock Tower is like right here somewhere, is super, super strong. So we'll see if that comes into effect here. They're clearly going to fight though. And speed it up a little bit until they do. Just keep an eye on what Stompy's doing as well. Oh, this is cool. Those are good. That's really good. This gives you the ability to take such strong positions by surprise too quickly, right? You're not building up, and they don't necessarily know exactly where you're gonna go. That's good. Because now they need to fight, and if we look at where Stompy is, how's this gonna play out? Oh, this guy already went down. He gets that information, starts pressuring him so that he stays down. Even gets a few tags. Oh, did he just get shot? Interesting. They want to get a boogie. I love how they split the building too. One guy goes on one side and one guy's pressuring and going in from the other side. And you'd be surprised how those little tags help so much. Oh, yes. Whoa. That was risky by Stompy to go in there, but I still like it. Tschinken's coming in behind as well. Nice. That was a perfect early game. Just splitting front and back of that building. Just pressuring. Not only did he pressure them down right away off break, just by getting high ground, and then Stompy coming in from the side and kind of spamming and keeping him low. When he boxed up, he started spamming him so that the guy was like, okay, he's going to pressure me. He's going to continue to pressure me. I need to move into the house, right? He stayed low because of that pressure. If he stopped, I mean, if he boxed up, nothing happened, and then his team was still possibly fighting for height or something like that, he would have pushed fast up for high ground. But just that pressure makes him say, oh, there's a guy here down below. I can't go high right now. And then splitting the building perfectly. Perfect! What does the exclamation point mean? Does anybody know? Get to the chopper. Oh. It's funny. This happens all the time in Hamlet. Just grabbing a... You almost always get a freaking... By the way, they didn't finish... Well, I guess the split kind of made it finish there in Looting Hamlet. But you almost always get a map and have to like go get it. But notice they did leave quite early, that they gave themselves enough time for the treasure map. Oh, they had 2. Nice. Yo, he's already preparing himself for the drum gun meta, boys. Already preparing himself. Nice. You said splitting the size of houses was good, but what if the two in the house sort of rushed one of them? Yeah, so 2 things, right? Number 1, you could already do that just without even knowing anything about your opponents because of the way that they because of you can build, right? So if they start pushing, you just build and get up, and you're connected to the house, so it's really hard for them to actually keep you down, right? In comparison to the other one, right? In comparison to when he was pressuring him in the box. So it's really hard. If you're out in the open, it's easy to keep somebody down, but if you're connected to a house, it's actually really easy to stay up. But then the other thing is they got a read on them. They were building in metal, kind of hard turtling in the house, so they knew that there was nothing that they were going to do because of the way they were playing. Sure, they could have quickly flipped the switch, but it's hard for people to flip that switch. So that was nice. That's why it was kind of good. Man, they've got some mileage out of this quad. Funny, they do a really good job at, if they screw up their quad drives, they protect themselves well. Like that fake push made it difficult for this team to realize exactly, oh, are they going to push us? Sure, they could have gone in full fight, but in this mid game, typically the people in this second zone, when they have zone like this, they're not going to be complete idiots, right? They're not going to just full send on the build fight, but even if they did, you just back up, right? But just feinting that they're going to push you makes it harder for them to decide, hey, I actually want to come in this path, right? Instead, they're like, oh, I want to back off because these guys look like they want to push. So that feint is actually something that is very smart and very, very slight, but very good. I see something happens here. I just don't know what. Does that mean a knock? Yeah, it must, right? Yeah, it just means a knock. Man, they're just running around in the open now. Nice, he actually got saved the quad. Oh, nice. They got all the mats from that too. I didn't realize he got the kill from it. Nice. Alright, let's speed up. Dang, Tschinken pops off in this game. Oh, they both pop off. We'll watch Stompy first because he pops off first. choice of emote. Choice of emote is sus here. They both have redeploy? Yeah, nice. I love this redeploys plays. No hesitation on trying to hold with the dynamite. They just back up and build another base. I think that's interesting that they both do the exact same thing, right? I've seen a lot of people, myself included, when getting pressured with splodes or whatever, you end up both of you and your duo doing something different, right? Where one person tries to hold and one person backs up. And it's very important that you both do the same thing. And the fact that they both instantly back up and make an extra base outside makes it so much harder for everybody else to focus because they have a 2x1 rather than a 1x1 or something like that. Both of them going out at the same time doing exactly the same thing is way better than one person kind of staying in and trying to hold while the other person backs up. And I've been killed because of that a long time ago, many times. You should always kind of you should actually have thought of this ahead of time. Been like, okay, if we get explode push, like next time you guys die in your duo games or something like that. Hold on, let me get rid of my blanket. It's kind of hot. Next time you guys die because because you get spam exploded or whatever in your duo games, make sure you look at that and say, okay, did we both do the same thing? Did we both do the right thing? And did we both do the same thing? And you should decide, what is our plan of action when we get exploded? Yes, let's build backwards. Let's back up and build away from it rather than just doing haphazard stuff. Make sure you decide ahead of time what the play is, because then it'll be that much easier to actually do it when you're ready or when you need to. Man, that's Cam, guys, doing the same emote, the same sus emote. That's chemistry. It's interesting that at a certain point he replaced everything with brick instead of sticking in wood. Although I'm not sure if that was his. It might not have been. I feel like they have really interesting mat switching inside of their bases. Also, I do like clearing the tree out for sightlines, because this is going to be the area that they want to gatekeep the entire time, just because it's going uphill. So this is smart direction to gatekeep. Number one, because of the uphill, we all know how hard it is. Even slight inclines is fucking annoying to build up, so it's easy to get tags. And they know there's a lot of people in this area just based on what they did scouting wise earlier. They knew this entire section was freaking covered with people. And then yeah, so breaking that tree for sightlines on the optimal spot to gatekeep. Like gatekeeping backwards here is never gonna work. Like if you say the zone was like this, right? No, sorry. Say the zone was like this and people were traveling downhill to get in, right? It's so much easier for them to just, you know, continue making a tunnel. Instead, these guys have to go up. Like, sure, if they want to stay low ground, it's kind of annoying, but even then, it's much, much, much easier to get through. So good choice here. Yeah, we know that building brick, metal, and whatever is better for certain times in the game, right? But what I'm talking about is their mat switching. Like you saw him was building in brick and then metal, and sometimes even that last base that we saw back by Fatal, they had wood, they had brick, they had metal, they had all sorts of stuff. It was really interesting that the way they make those decisions is interesting, and I'm curious if there's any thought behind it or if it's just kind of random, you know? So there you saw the fruits of it, but unfortunately the people that rotated from here did see a better path where they could block with the hill slightly. So good on them. Yo, it feels like its Scar is shooting faster, bro. What the hell? Look at this, by the way. Making sure that he's shooting one box away so that it's so much easier to hold if they do start to try to fire back. This way of peeking is so solid, man. He has literally 3 things he can insta-edit closed. Also, any explodes that sneak in, much less chance of him being able to not react, and also much less chance of it hitting, because if it hits like the front of the stairs, for example, if it hits like, you know, something on the outside, he's not standing here, he's standing much deeper. So this is good. This is risk mitigation at its finest. At its finest. This is the first people I've really seen doing that completely. Brother. Marijuana. No. Oh my goodness. By the way, Tschinken landed right behind. They decided on this so perfectly. This guy is so fucked. There's no chance. There is no chance here. Look, he's coming right behind. That was amazing. The insta pinch right on somebody inside of a box. I mean, obviously they got the early tag for that, but that was perfect. I will never stop pointing out crossfires like that, pinches like that. That's amazing. Just super solid. Nice. Nice. Why though? EU miniguns, let's go, baby. Is he just sitting in the stink? Oh, they were about to mat split. It's cool that they mat split like directly after they just got spammed a bunch. That's really cool because you never know which person is going to actually manage to get the turbo bills better. So it's good that they mat split right after that. And it's after that they just grabbed a bunch of loot too, so it evens it out a lot. They're trying to. Obviously, you can see Stompy is much lower. So that's kind of like a flag, right? Once you get spammed a little bit, that's a thing that a bell goes off in your head. Let's split mats now. Let's split mats, right? I talk about multitasking. I talk about checklists. There's a literal trigger there. Once we get spammed, once the spamming is done, let's split mats. Make sure we're good going forward. Especially right now, too, before the moving zone really starts. The moving zones, that's good. I'm seeing less and less that people are using the launchback technique where they're putting a ramp or cone above so that they can go faster and lower. No way. Don't do it to him. Nice. Double landing on somebody like that. Perfect. Oh. You know what? Like, I feel like there's gonna be strats where duos like build properly. Like, they have like set like I don't want to say choreographed, but like they are literally doing like edits for each other and stuff like that. I wonder if that's ever going to be a thing. That would be insane, and I feel like it will be. I feel like the skill cap in this game isn't even close to being reached. Okay, they have redeploy here, double redeploy. So this is the thing that we were talking about. You kind of bait people into landing on you by doing the double tarp here, or by doing a double tarp. One person way up above, like 2 or 3 layers above, and then one person below with the redeploy. But double redeploy here makes it different. You bait people to land because they think it's solo up top, and then the guy just jumps off and you knock it down. But in this case, he's building full tarp with metal, so interesting. Usually you'd build the higher tarp for nothing, and then the lower tarp a little bit more. But in this case, they're not actually running that strat. Just double redeploy. Sorry, guys. I mean, honestly, I know they're fucking good, but they're great aimers and whatever, and like we've seen Mongrel like pop off with white ARs, but this is so much more likely to be happening because of the gold scars. Don't forget that the gold scars that they got about out of the chest earlier. Fucking, if you please. A lot of this is happening just because of that. Oops. Fucking, I sometimes hate to replay UI. A lot of this is happening because of that. The fact that they're just beaming people out the sky like that. They haven't had to redeploy once yet, by the way. We'll connect real quick, make sure that's connected properly. I'm wondering which is optimal. Placing the poison trap just down so it's vertical, or placing it kind of horizontally on the side of zone. I feel like verticals might be better, but I'm not sure about that. Because I feel like if you place on the edge of zone, then it's going to be easier to hit anybody just coming down. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Feels like it's harder to dodge when you're up in the sky, though. I don't know. But then you also have to think about like double, which one's better in terms of some more kills here. Okay. Like which one actually gives you a use besides just for the poison trap? I wonder if there's ever a play where you just full tarp the entire zone just to force people to land on you. Not only to force people to land on you, but to force the glider redeploy much, or the redeploy much earlier. I wonder if that's ever a play. Ooh, this guy could cuck. What's that noise? Oh, shadow bomb. What? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, that shot was nice by Sheik. Very nice. Tell me you get the chug jug off, brother. Balls. Go for it. I love it. What? No way, bro. No, 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 no. You didn't do it to him, though. You did not do it to him, though. Tschinken, please. Please, brother. No. Go back. I need to watch that again. The lag ruins this. Legit ruins it. Look at this shit, dude. Clap. 209. No, Tschinken. You're disgusting, bro. Dude, how do you hit that shot like that? Oh, Jesus. One more time, one more time. Oh, no, you can't watch it from his perspective. Brother. Oh, he's watching him too? Yo, he did him dirty though. Oh my God. Oh, big oof. Oh. Bruh. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. Look at this crap. How many people are dropping here? That's a great backup. Just like land so that you could tell how many people are going Hamlet and also check the balls. And then just bail out. Like, look how many people are going Hamlet. There's fucking no point. Just go for the balls. And the fact is that they could even do a strat where they like yoink blue house. One person gets the ball and then this guy just rotates out like this or something like that. And this guy just takes all of this. If there's one ball, like they can have these kind of set plays like that. I love it. So they get a lot of mid-game fights here. Nice. Let's. I guess I kind of like the fact that he takes the time to farm so much in the early game because they never know when they're actually going to run into somebody, especially in these games where there's a lot of people congesting a lot of stuff. Wow, Tschinken just went all the way to Frosty to check, and he's actually going to get it free. That's nuts. Balls, man, balls. They're so good. They're so good. Checking the vending real quick. Oh my God. What are you doing? What the fuck? Was he getting shot? Oh, they're getting shot from him now. No, wait, what the fuck? Where'd he come from? Hold up, what the fuck? Where did this guy come from? Bro, what the fuck? Where are you going? What are you doing? Yo, you came from over here. Bro, what? What are you doing? That's gangster. This guy is a thug. This guy is a straight thug, dog. Literally going for the reboot van in Frosty. That's actually fucking 300 IQ. Okay. I kind of like it. I kind of like it, but at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? It's a good try, man. It's a good try. Okay, buddy. Oh, no! Who are you? Get out of here. I love it, man. Get you a teammate who supports you, like Stompy and Tschinken. Get you a teammate like this. Oh, he just yoinked his ball! This guy is a hero! This guy's an actual hero! The story of Mag Venom, man. This guy's a hero. Did he just clean him up? Yeah, he did. You're not getting away from me. You ain't getting away from me, brother. Yo, nice storm push, bro. Oh, they're doing it. Okay, they went for the balls. Are they chasing? Yes. Come on. Yes. Get him. Get him. Let him. This is one of the most entertaining things I've seen. This is a better story than the Titanic, to be honest. I'm keeping track of you, Mag Venom. Oh, yoink. Oh, I thought he was baiting him. He's like, haha, I'm coming back for you, bitch. Nice. Yo, you don't even give the ball to your teammate? Yo, hold up. You don't even give the ball to your teammate? What is he gonna do? Mag Venom! What happened? No! 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 You died the zone? What are you guys gonna do? Dude! Poor guys, man. Oh, you got shot out! Guess by who, too? Oh, no, dude. This is a better story than the Titanic, man. Get you a teammate who tries as hard as Mag Venom, man. Fuck it, dude. Fuck it, dude. Hold on. Is this a suicide? No, never mind. This is terribly the wrong song. Ruined the moment, guys. Ruined the moment. Just ruined it. Okay, back to the VOD review. I don't even know what to say about this, guys. Yo, can I just say, Stompy and Tschinken are the players who attract the weirdest quad plays. The weirdest quad plays. Nice, I like the W key. Very nice. Yes, grief is game. 6 stinks, nice. Yes. Don't I have damage effects on? You will not escape me. I am 11 Stompy. Yes. Why did you drop the big pot? Oh, for Tschinken? To bait them? Oh no. Just give. Okay, cool. Wait, why did? Oh, because yeah. Okay. Sucks to suck. I love this. This stuff happens all the time where you just see like literally everybody in the server is in the spot where there's all the builds and the open area is completely empty because just the way that the zone works. Look at it. Look at it. Look at this. It's hilarious. Where's Tschinken doing? Oh, using the campfire. Nice. It's you can actually predict that this is going to happen when zones like this happen. Sure, you might want to be there because you want the house for whatever reason, or not for whatever reason, just because you know you want to recycle mats, you want to termite. But in this case, like because you see how much space is open, you know that the density of players is going to be like crazy over here. So you might as well just post up on a hill in the open somewhere because you're going to get there first because you know everybody's in the fucking house or in the city. So interesting. By the way, like, I want to see like how this got affected by the volcano eruption. Like I've already been here, but I'm just wondering, like, okay, so you could still basically set up in any of these places. It's not much different, right? Like, sure, the open area and Taco's still there. So basically, all the buildings are still there for purposes of termiting, right? Just a quick note. Yeah, he watched the 72 hours in chat VOD review. Just dance a lot in your box and you'll win games and stuff. Obviously. Jesus Christ. Come on, bro. I was wondering if they were gonna go for that drop, but they decided not to. I wonder if this position has anything to do with like the God, why can't it just drone next to where I am? Like this crevice kind of makes it fine because they have the angles that aren't going to be able to cover or won't be able to get shot. I don't know. Interesting choice in the positioning here. Why is the player nameplate? There we go. And it is still kind of like close to this place, so it's not like they're gonna get super focused. But again, they have this covering their backs. I don't know. Interesting choice. It kind of makes them small though. Like it's kind of out of the way, and not many people can see them. Not only because of the established huge build right here. So like everybody on this side of the zone can't shoot them. Like these guys can't really shoot them because they're underneath that little lip. And they also want to go somewhere where they can keep their balls. That's very important. They're going somewhere where they can keep their balls. I love that they get out of their balls briefly to try to get some kills. They get so far ahead of zone, they get in the zone, and then decide, okay, let's box up real quick here, and let's decide to try to get some kills. Let's use our stinks. Let's use all that we have. Try to get a few kills, and then when the zone moves off of us, we'll just get back in our balls. Nice. It's much different than staying in. Also, it gives less opportunity for anybody to actually damage or kill your balls, right? It's the same thing with planes. Towards the end of the plane era, there was less that people would start landing their planes, boxing them up and stuff like that, so that they would keep their planes for longer. Jesus, that got fucking destroyed. Excuse me. Where's Tschinken in all this? Staying down below. Okay, his ball got destroyed, so he's chilling. He's basically playing on his own right now. Tschinken finally's coming up. Let's see what he's doing. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna get back together finally, I think. Yeah, he's on the left right here. Oh, never mind, he goes down. Ultra low, too. Finally a low ground game from them. I think we might watch the sequence back. Nice. So good. Finding the people right on the edge and being able to grab all those mats. Look, he just put them right back in the game. Tschinken can get that. That's Tschinken, nice. Right there, that was kind of the tactic that I was talking about a little bit. Looked like Stompy replaced that wall, and Tschinken kept his gun out. I think maybe. Not replace that wall, but place that wall. Maybe. That's cool. There wasn't much chance there. Let's watch that back. This entire like low ground sequence. What? I don't like this. When the Victory Royale screen comes back, you can't use the timeline anymore. You have to use these back buttons. I wonder if there's a better way to watch this, like... Let's see. Where am I going? Over here. Like, you almost have to watch kind of in slow motion. Oh, this ain't gonna work. Just to be able to see, like, from both perspectives. If it was solo, it'd be really easy. That was fortunate. I'm surprised he moved in after him though, but just to get the thirst. But that guy was like right next to him, so interesting. I love how they immediately back off. Like, there's no chance I'm getting in there. Let's back off. I thought the reason I backed up there was I thought that Tschinken immediately started pressuring the guy who was pressuring Stompy. That would have been so sick. But it was not the case. And the shadow bomb to get out was sick. I think from here it's pretty easy. The way that they control a lot of space rather than like really trying to hug on the edge of zone is really nice. They control this entire like this alleyway. It's nice. Gives him tons of space, and then also right there, like he doesn't leave his teammate, and they're also not blocking with walls in between all the different things. At least they keep it open so that he can come back and do this, and he holds for his teammate even in the end game, right? You gotta be able to say hold for me at any point and get him to hold. Okay, next game. Yeah, they did get a kill. Back that up a little bit. It's a corner in this game. Nice. Wow. Oh, it's a treasure map. Holy shit, they get a lot of kills early. That little pause there when he opened the door is actually not like a shitty idea. When you don't know what's on the outside, or you don't know if anybody's holding angles or anything like that. It's nice. He got an AK. Easy pickings. Yo, sucks to suck, but I guess you don't have mats because you 50-50'd. The freaking balls. And didn't get any of the chests. When the mats in the chest make a difference, you know it's a 50-50. Oh! Get him out of here! But that was also good recognition, right? Stompy and Tschinken realized, hey, they just got the balls. They might have got a weapon or something like that, but they just got the balls from floor loot and the balls, and then they left, right? That's good recognition to say, oh, this guy has no mats inside of his ball. If we kill him right here, get him in the open, kill his ball, he's fucked, right? Good play. Good play. Man, that timing on that fight was perfect. Yeah, that was it. Good timing. Also, this is the same alleyway that the fight with where they played James Bond behind this wall happened. It's the same exact little spot. So I wonder if most fights in Frosty end up going into this area, right? There's always recurring areas that fights happen. Like in Pleasant, there's a lot of times the fights are going to happen over Modern and over Treehouse, right? There's almost always certain reoccurring fight spots because people push for certain positions and then they hold them and they want to decide to keep them. Plus, depending on where the loot, the timing, and all that stuff, there's these recurring spots where these things happen. So knowing how to counter them and knowing when the timing is to push in them, when they need to leave their spot, when they need to push behind, and then just like obviously the audio cues and everything that they did to sneak up on it was perfect. Anything interesting happen? Yeah, let's skip to the end game and stuff like that. I hate this. Why does it do this? Switch people. Like, I'm just switching ahead in the replay. There's no point. Are they based out? Oh no, it looks like they had a little fight, a little tussle. Or this is an old fight or something like that. Damn, his ball went far. That was so adorable. Stompy fucking pulled the ball back. He's like, come back here. Is that it? Is that all that happened? Okay. They just third party a fight. Nice. Bus path certainly affects people's decisions in pop-up or in this type of format, just because there's way more people, right? You never know. It's the amount of, you never know the population, and the general population still thinks that in competitive games you're deciding based on hot drops. Always, 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 always. Right? So it's like a mix, right? Half of the people that you're gonna fight, or probably less than half, honestly, of the people that you're going to end up facing in these games until very, very high points are going to be people who still have the assumption, because of all the YouTube videos that have been out there, that choose your bet. Let's look at the bus path. The first thing you do is look at the bus path. Where is it going to go? So people still are thinking that way, even though it's not necessarily the right thing. You can kind of assume there's going to be a normal, like a good distribution among the entire map, but the bus pass still has a huge effect. You can watch games to actually see that. Just click on any replay and look at how much stuff is uncontested still in these games. So people having multiple alternate drops, I see a little bit of discussion about this in the chat, is very good. I think one of the teams like literally didn't drop at the same spot twice in a row that qualified. Well, who is it? Somebody did. And that's awesome. And I've always talked about having alternates just because you need to lower your chances of getting screwed, right? One time Frosty could be a hot drop. You need to be able to have an alternate when it feels like that might be a case, right? Because sometimes it might be a bad bus path, or it might be a good bus path for it, and certain things are going to influence people to go there over others, right? And there's going to be timings in the event where people are being like, okay, let's 50-50 balls for this game because screw it, why not? There's going to be certain times like that too. Yeah, you could even see it in Stompy and Tschinken's game. They landed a Hamlet one game, and they landed balls by racetrack one game, right? It's all about, it is also about looking at what is going on around you while you're dropping, right? Those are decisions that can be made too. I love how they're always looking for picks right before they move with their ball. It's the same pattern that we saw before. Watch. I bet you they box up their balls right as they get to zone. There it goes. Oh, his ball just got destroyed, I think. Unfortunate. That's kind of a risk about this, especially when you're kind of on the slope, so it kind of sucks. The balls end up getting destroyed. That sucks, but hey, you know, it's whatever. Unfortunately, Tschinken didn't get to the same position, so he never got out. Also, important to note that it didn't go down the hill because of exactly what's happening right now. A lot of people would be like, "Oh, it's going low ground," and they would have like jumped off and like gotten a weird position there, and then they would have screwed themselves. I see it happen so much in Bipolar Peak. They both have redeploy again? No. I think we'll watch from one POV and then go to the other one. I think that's the play. Man, they're super split. Just about the mats, I guess. I mean, obviously you needed to get the mats, but why did Stompy have to go down? We'll have to answer that question later. Oh my god, I love that he didn't go onto the people that they were pressuring. He actually went to pressure them because he knows that there's going to be an opportunity to do this. There's gonna be an opportunity to do exactly that because they know those windows are open, those walls are open, they're peeking, right? Go for the people who are shooting rather than people who are at this stage in the game. Go for people who are shooting rather than people who are getting shot because you're gonna have opportunities to kill those people faster than anything else. Remember, these things happen so fast. So that was a really good decision there. I like how the first thing he does once he gets on this layer is looks at the old builds and looks inside to check. You can see he's actually spending the time to check. Is there anybody in this? That was weird. What? I guess he thought he saw somebody? Oh, he thought he saw a ghost maybe? It's funny that that sentence is said completely like, there's no joke in that at all. That was just a normal sentence. Oh, he saw a ghost? Nice lag. Man, I love it. Just they never ever are pushing the same wall. I've said this so many times, but they are never ever pushing the same wall. And that's the thing that we saw last time too. Stompy holds and Tschinken keeps his gun out. Oof. The Vorwin versus Martaz. I mean, Vorwin and Martaz versus Stompy. I mean, versus Tschinken. Nice. Nice. Was Martaz just healing? I don't know if that was the play. Alright, let's go back to watch from Stompy's POV. I think right here is where it starts. Oh, we saw this. We saw this, but they get split really fast here. I'm curious about what actually happened. I haven't. Oh, that's what happened. He fucks up his builds. He immediately tries to go back up, but just gotta take it slower. These shadow bombs are so good. Man, I haven't seen him frickin' miss a wall replace like this in a long time. Oh, dude, it was Stompy who was pressuring this guy from the back as well. So Tschinken just came and covered. Oh my god, he is so good. He's so good. They're so good. That I never understand how they know exactly where each other are so much. Then because like Tschinken, when we saw that earlier, he literally dived through that and didn't even look in Stompy's direction. He didn't even look at all. He just said, "You got that? This guy's spamming here. I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna make sure you're covered." All right. I never can. That's amazing. That's amazing. Amazing. Another wall replace. Why does it feel like we're fast here? There we go. That was weird. Same thing there, by the way. Tschinken was pressuring those guys, the dual media guys, from a different angle. And Stompy came up from the top. Here's the front side of this. Oh, you got a tag on him. That was a huge tag, too. That was a huge tag. Oh, the timing there? Oh, hold up. This is interesting. Interesting play. Stompy stays up here, I think, to bait them into fighting for longer up top, while Tschinken goes for heal off down completely on low ground. But it doesn't work out. This would have been cool, because he does have redeploy, so he can bail at any time. And, like, look at... the height difference wasn't that crazy. I don't know. Oh, he has to go over because it's gonna go over the hill. Might have been cool. Might have been cool. All right, cool. Stompy and Tschinken are done. Moving on. Who are we watching next? I like how I'm using a chat command to figure out who I'm watching next. We're watching Narox and Aqua. We're not going to do too many of their games because I do want to get into NA East, and I'm going way over with Stompy and Tschinken. I went way the freak over. But that's going to be the end of this video. We're going to see you in the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.